Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video today for you guys. Just checking in, seeing how you guys were doing today. I figured if I wasn't going to do any tarot readings, I might as well talk about some astrology and some tarot aspects for you guys. People are now becoming more aware of the things that are going on around them. So they're using more terms like soulmates and things like that. So I just kind of wanted to check in with you guys and kind of give my opinion or my insight on the whole soulmate thing. And some people are further down the path. They talk about the divine feminine and the divine masculine aspects of your own personal power, your divine gifts. We're all starseeds, of course, most of us. The energy is recycled, life forces are recycled, so you come to this planet over and over again to learn different life cycles or different things that you didn't learn in a past life. It's almost like school in a sort of way. I call Earth school. We are definitely there's a lot of hidden government experiments and things like that. There's been different life forms on this planet over the course of a millennia, and human beings are the new, the new beings of humans. There's been, genetic mutation, genetic modification, all types of vaccines and things like that. We can go through the Tuskegee experiments and all types of viruses and things that come out of foreign nations and things like that. That's slowly developed over time. But these are things that affect your DNA. It affects your heavenly thread. It affects your destiny. It affects your karmic path. But you'll begin to understand these things the more down the line that people begin to expand their awareness and gain more knowledge and things like that. Of course, we're entering into, we've already entered the age of Aquarius, so now we are coming more into a sphere of knowing, of intelligence, of things that can be proven, actuality. Again, Aquarius is about doing things in eccentric ways. So this will be eccentric ways of information. Instead of books, we have data and clouds and a world wide web and things like that. Spirit is emerging with the internet. So it's not to say there's an apocalypse or there's the world is coming to an end or anything like that. It's just we're experiencing a new age of being, of social consciousness, of the duality and the singularity of of experiencing everything, of pretty much everything that has come into existence. So you have, your soulmates. Soulmates are usually, people that you've probably most likely come across or known in a past life that you have that you built a certain, generational or emotional connection with. One of the things that leave you when you die is, your memory. Due to, again, social engineering, the things that you eat, the different things that, that's processed in and out of our bodies throughout lifetime, throughout our lifespans and things like that. So when it's time when we die, certain things happen to our body, and when our energy, or it's time for us to be reincarnated, we come back without our memories. Some people are gifted enough, or if your ancestry is strong enough, you're able to come back with certain spiritual gifts or certain emotional triggers or emotional ties, not necessarily the memories. That's why we have to practice as a culture on, eating right, so that we can maintain our godlike molecular, DNA, so that we can continue to move the culture forward. Just imagine if you can die and be reborn again with your memories. People always have that wish. If I was just 20 years younger, or I was just younger. Well, these things are possible. It's just we have to use technology in the right ways, or we have to, if we're going to go the spiritual route, we have to be able to train our bodies. You have to have a certain vibrational frequency. You have to be, living on a certain lightness to be able to you know, astral travel or move your energy from one place to another, or, you know, practice telekinesis or things like that. Um, but yeah, when we talk about soulmates, these are just, you know, just different soul ties. You know, kind of like, you know, souls that have been best friends over time, or things like that, or have been mortal enemies over time. Those are the karmic partners. You have soulmates that are people that you gel with. You know, again, you know, like-minded souls that have probably come across each other over time, and that are still helping each other out. Uh, you know, it's kind of like when you meet somebody and you're like, wow, I feel like I've known you forever. Or sometimes people instantly meet someone and fall in love with them. Those are, you know, karmic connections, or those are soulmates, soul ties. And then it's the reason I call it a karmic soul tie is when it's definitely one of those connections that you have to pay attention to, because it could either make or break you. Uh, Karmic partners are kind of like they're very interesting, because these people can come into your life one way, and then they come out of your life a whole different kind of way. Like, you can meet someone and the first day they'll ask you, why are you so nice? And then the last day of the relationship they'll ask you, why are you so mean? Like, that's why I say people want soulmates so much, but they don't even know how to be by themselves, let alone maintain a boyfriend-girlfriend connection, or even maintain a marriage relationship. You know, soulmates, you know, it goes beyond the years. It goes, you know, beyond lifetimes. So when you hear people talking about soulmates, just make sure people understand what a soulmate is. A soulmate is not going to come into your life and, you know, fix your cereal every day and primp your hair every day, or massage your back every day, or just shower you with money and gifts. That's not what a soulmate is. A soulmate comes into your life and changes your whole perspective and flips your whole life upside down, shows you, puts a reflection or a mirror up to you and shows you what your flaws are. It may be, and it may not even be them. It's just their spirit. That's what they're there for. That's their soul contract, their karmic soul tie. So they may be an a-hole, but their whole point is to enter your life to be an a-hole, to teach you how to not be an a-hole, or how to, you know, grow your emotional intelligence or your spiritual intelligence. So those are karmic soul ties. And then you have, you know, the divine feminine and the divine masculine aspect. These are supposed to be like the twin flame archetype. We all heard of the 144,000 and how they're supposed to come and change the world and make the world a better place. You know, the movie Hancock was modeled after. There's actually several movies modeled after the twin flame connection, but Hancock with Will Smith and Charlize Theron, if you watch that movie and pay close attention to it, even to the whole thing where her husband is playing as like the guy that's supposed to bring this new company into the world with the heart logo that says love and all this, things like that. That's what twin flames are supposed to do. They're supposed to change the world and make the world a better place. So if you watch that movie, you can get a good concept. You know, they're past lovers over time, and you know they have great power and great influence. But it's just that, you know, it's like a soulmate connection um, you know, you have to make sure that you're that's where it comes in, where you know yourself and you have knowledge of self and you're able to temper yourself. When you make that powerful connection with other people, instead of butting heads with them, you gel with them. But yeah, a pretty good movie. But you know, that is the whole twin flame, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine aspect. And there's more that goes into it too. You know, you have the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. I have my own opinions on the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. So the sacred masculine is basically, and they're all one and the same. The Father, the Son, and the Spirit, they're all one and the same. But if people are going to start splitting them up, the sacred masculine is like the son. It's like, that's the baby boy. That's like the future. That's the one that's still growing, learning, and experiencing life. That's the, you know, the virgin son. You know, that is the, you know, the sacred masculine. You have to hold the future of the world sacred. You know, we have to hold the children sacred. The young boys, we have to hold them sacred. Those are our leaders. And then you have the sacred feminine, which is all the virgin girls, all the young girls that are growing up. They are the ones that are producing. They're going to be the women of the future that's going to be producing the children of the sacred masculines, or the divine masculine. And then the divine masculine is, those that have come into the full knowing of themselves, and they're able to practice their magics in a sort of way, or their full coming to of themselves and realizing the true power that they have on this planet. That is the divine masculine, walking in their divine right. They say something, people move. When they do something, people move. Whatever they think, they're able to manifest. And then we have the divine feminine aspect. That is, Mother Nature itself. Mother Nature nurtures everything. It provides shelter for everything. Everything that we have everything that's on this planet, we can use to help better ourselves or make this world a worse place. So that is the divine feminine. It can be, your greatest asset, or it could be a woman scorned. But yeah, all different archetypes and things like that. People, again, we're getting into labels and titles and things. People are talking about things that they don't even know what they're talking about, and they're going to end up giving themselves bad luck or cursing themselves when it comes to these different things. And they're wishing. I wish that I could find my soulmate. Like, you don't waste a wish like that. And you have to be more intentional on your wish, man. You have to go into specifics on, you don't want to just say you want to have a rich man, or a rich woman. You want to add details. What's their age, what's their height, what's their weight, what type of job do they have if they're gonna make all this money, what are their activities throughout the day, like, do you want them to have the same hobbies as you? You have to be intentional when you manifesting these things. That's gonna help push the power of the manifestation forward, make it more accurate. You can't just go out and wish that everybody loved you. Everybody would include everybody. That includes white folks, black folks, Asian folks, Spanish folks, slow folks, all types of folks, handicapped folks, every type of person that you can think of. So you have to be intentional with your actions and your words and your thoughts, and that's going to help you, make sure that you're staying on the right path and doing the things that you were called here to do. But yeah, that's it for me. Again, just wanted to give you guys a little bit more insight on, my own personal thoughts, my own personal, habits and the things that I think about. I develop these ideas fairly quickly. Sometimes I write them down, sometimes I don't. I figure whatever I don't use, there'll be more ideas and more inspiration to come, right? Hopefully we have another 60 years to live on this planet. So the older dude across the street never plays the music, and he's outside literally every single day fixing something in his yard, and he's playing rap music right now. Rap music has become the #1 listened to music across the world. I think about 5 years ago, it crossed the country to be the widely most listened to music across the world. And you have countries like China that's trying to ban, urban culture, rap culture, tattoos and gold teeth and things like that. Shouldn't be worried about other things like COVID, the C word. This is the world we live in today. Technology. You don't even use your legs no more. You imagine just standing in Burger King on a scooter dolly. But yeah, man. Haven't really been on YouTube much. I think I should go on YouTube and see what the podcasting is talking about. The real news. I don't watch Channel 7 and Channel 10 and all these different news. I don't use Facebook news either. I gotta go online and I go on Yahoo News or go on Facebook or something. I mean, not Facebook, go on YouTube. But yeah, man, y'all be safe. Hopefully you're having a good day. I just wanted to check in, out getting some good sun. Just past lunchtime, so I'm gonna go in the house and relax a little bit. I'll probably get back to social media in a little while. Take it easy.